This morning we're going to talk about how to become a great human leader in the age of AI. Since 2008, I have been on a mission to find the sweet spot between tech and connect. I wanted to understand how can I leverage technology for all of its greatness, but then how can I put technology in its place to connect on a deeper level? And I became so obsessed with this question that I interviewed hundreds of leaders and researchers around the world, and I wrote 3 best-selling books on the topic. And here's what I learned. The default use of technology degrades connection. And just think about that again. The default use of technology degrades connection. But one of the reasons why many of us feel overwhelmed and stressed these days trying to figure this out is that we don't know how to lead in an environment like this. So here's what we're going to do today. I've taken everything that I've learned over the last 25 years and I've created a roadmap to help all of you find that sweet spot between tech and connect. If you lean in and actually apply what I'm going to teach you today, you are going to be the kind of leader who can create connections with the people on your team and leverage technology so that they can become the best version of themselves. All right, so let's get to it.
We've been talking a lot about AI at this conference. So we wanted to bring in someone who's been exploring this value of human relationships in the workplace in all of her work. Erica Keswin is a best-selling author and has partnered with lots of organizations all around the globe. She's going to lead us in a discussion exploring what human leadership looks like in the age of AI and how we can prepare ourselves for it. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage Erica Keswin.
So what are great human leaders? Great human leaders do 3 things exceptionally well. First, great human leaders connect their people to purpose and the values of the organization. Second, great human leaders connect people to others, which is even more important in this hybrid world. And third, great human leaders connect people to themselves and how they want to grow and develop on the job. Because when you have an organization filled with people who feel like they're growing in their careers and in relationship to one another, you will have more engagement, more loyalty, and you'll have a culture where people feel like they actually like their jobs.
Every single takeaway that she gave felt really personal to me in my career journey.
She was wonderful, really great speaker.
She talked about feeling seen, heard, and valued. I thought that was so fantastic.
My favorite thing about this work is giving leaders a clear roadmap for how to lead in this new world of work, and then seeing the impact on them personally, their teams, and the organization. And people can get started the minute they leave the room. Whether I'm giving a keynote, emceeing an event, or leading a cohort, I ask each participant to really think about the people on their team and how to connect them to purpose, to each other, and to their own development. What this roadmap does is that it moves leaders from feeling overwhelmed to feeling much more confident in their roles. For just a few minutes, I want you to take out a piece of paper, or you can do it on the Notes app on your phone, and I want you to think about an employee on your team or in your organization. Think about how that role actually supports the mission and the values of the organization. Think about if you go back to your offices next week and you go into an office of a colleague or even your boss. And let's say that person takes their phone out and they literally put it upside down on the desk. And they leave it that way for the entire time that you're with them. And they truly put their focus on you. How would that make you feel? You would feel seen, you would feel valued, you would feel cared for. And I believe that choosing to be present as a leader is one of the greatest gifts that we can give the people on our teams. Every single person on their team wants to know their work has purpose. They want to feel connected to the people they work with, and they want to know that their manager cares about them. When leaders have the tools to do this work, it's not just good for people, it's great for business. A leader who knows how to create this kind of connection is the kind of leader we need in our world today. And this kind of leader cannot be replaced by technology. And I know that every single one of you in this room can be that kind of leader.